Hello there. It's Thursday. My hair has really nice curl today. Thank God.
It looks great.
Thank you. I did nothing to it. I just woke up and just brushed it. But welcome to another episode of Creatia Conversation, the number one news source for all that nerdish on Pornhub. I am your host, Mara the motherfucking Shark Watkins, and I am joined today by V. Will Gray, who is also the co-founder of Rivet City Radio, host of Bots, and Chair Shots. How you doing?
So far, so good. Thursday morning. I always start my day with Creatia on the days that I work. So it's like, I'm here. It's a good start. Tommy's here, so that makes it even better. The puppy made her way
Hey,
back upstairs. She just barged in the office, so she's here now too. How are you, Mara?
I'm doing pretty good. I was supposed to have a dentist appointment today, but rescheduled for next week. So oh my God. No, that's just how my hair bends. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I was supposed to have a dentist appointment today, but I rescheduled for another day. So now I don't have to do that. And I don't have to be here pretending like my mouth is not in pain or half numb. I think what was it? I think it was our first show that I think I had a dentist appointment, and I was just like, I'm just let you know right now, like half of my mouth is like getting its feeling back. So if I mess up on how I'm talking,
If I start drooling
that's
out of
why.
one side, ignore it.
That is most definitely why. Okay. But it's a new. Oh my God,
It's right.
Will.
Right.
What was I gonna say? So yeah, it's a new week. Will, what you been up to? What you been watching? What you been playing?
I was telling Travis yesterday, I've been in this in-between stage after I finished Zelda playing Fortnite, Lego Fortnite, kind of the new shiny toy wore off. I started playing a new mobile game, the Last Day on Earth Survival. Um, but but last week we
Hi,
watched Gran
Travis.
Turismo for Nerdy News. That has led
Okay.
to me replaying some of the old I've tried to replay Gran Turismo. It's cool, not really my style. But then I got into the Need for Speed series, like the Need for Speed Undergrounds and stuff. So I'm getting back into some racing simulators. Like I'm having some fun. Um,
Awesome.
thanks
Um,
for. I was having a very wholesome moment discussing what I've been watching and playing, Kai. But that's it. What about you? What's new and exciting in your world?
well, I saw that new episode. I don't know how recent it happened, but I saw that new episodes of My Hero in the dubbed version had released. So we've been watching those. I'm still watching like through SVU, but playing it's really just been Snap. I've been I've been wanting to play The Sims, but I've had like such a busy week that like trying to just sit down and play anything on my computer has had me like falling asleep. So or just like not able to. But that's been about it, really. Trying to think if I've watched anything else. Oh, I finished a few shows. Like I finally finished like this show I was watching on Netflix called First Wives Club. I then also watched the second part of the last season of The Crown. So I finished that, and that was really lackluster for me.
I watched The Crown because I was curious about how they were going to portray a lot of the stuff historically.
Mm-hmm.
And when they got through the stuff that I didn't know a lot about, I was like, that's cool, that's cool, that's cool. And then they got to the stuff that I remember, and I was like, wait a second, it's not exactly how that happened. So then I started doing some
Yeah.
research, and they took more than a few creative like freedoms with that story. and how she lived her life and stuff.
Yeah. So, and I guess like I get why, just because like I guess at that point, like when you kind of get to the time where we would quote unquote remember or start to remember things happening, it's like I could see why they would start to become a lot more quieter and like trying to keep more private. So then, when you're creating a show like this, um you have to take more liberties with like conversations had or perspectives had. But like the last season, like especially the first part, like I know like I watched some video on YouTube, like a Watch Mojo list that was talking about things that they got right in the first part of this season and like things that they got wrong. Like there were certain stances about like Diana's funeral um that they had kind of like changed around for like the dramatics of it. So, I watch it with like a grain of salt of like, I know this isn't all going to be oop, uh fully or like fully historically accurate to how things have played out, especially because now that like the last season literally is during like their target audience's lifetime that they would do. But like I can see like with the way they formatted it, I thought it worked because it just kind of just progressed the years around. Um but yeah, what else did I feel like I watched something else, but I don't recall. I know I've been watching SVU, but yeah, that's all I've been watching. Give
Sounds
me
like a
one
good
moment.
list. What?
Give me one moment.
Okay.
You got this, Will.
I got this. Well, if you're watching us live on YouTube, there's a little bell. On that bell, there's a little bean. Flick the bean, and that'll give you notifications every time we go live here on Creatia World. Mara did dip. I can't even bring up your comments. When you're on Twitch, we'll talk about the Prime Gaming subscriptions and stuff later. It's fine. She's not a bozo. She's taking care of some business. So what's up, Ty? What's up, Tommy? Hope all is well. Watch on Pornhub, pornhub.com/model/Creatia World. That's Matt's favorite place to watch. Hang out there after you get done doing the thing, then watch us. Trying to think what else is there. Oh yeah, you can watch Return to Wrestling and Creatia Comics, and If You Have to Ask, and you can get all the shows ad free on Patreon. Dick jerks for the Mara break, something like that. Leave the cat alone. Say nope.
I'm back. Sorry, house stuff.
Oh, it was good. I was trying to remember. I was reading off the list for my.
Oop, puppies. So I heard you say Pornhub. I heard you say Patreon. I heard you say YouTube. You can also watch us live on Twitch at twitch.tv/Creatia World. If you're an Amazon Prime subscriber, you get access to Prime Gaming, which will get you one free premium subscription to your favorite Twitch subscriber. Give it to us. That is the moral of the point. Give it to us. That's the point of the story. Because there's also like a whole bunch of other cool stuff on there, so it's also just worth checking out in general. But with the premium subscription, you definitely get access to like these cool little emotes that I know Matt has made, and I think Travis has made a couple of that you get to use on Twitch. So, but like I know you mentioned YouTube, youtube.com/Creatia World. Pornhub, pornhub.com/model/Creatia World. There's also Pornhub exclusive content there as well. And I know you mentioned Patreon because that does give you access to these episodes ad free. Not right now, but later on. You also will have access to exclusives like Multiverse with which is me and Travis talking about animated comic book movies. We recently, we will soon be releasing, or recently released, what is that movie called? Oh, Justice League War World, which is the follow up from, Legion of Heroes, and which will lead into, the upcoming Crisis Part 1, which probably will come out sometime later this year. But yeah, let's hop into newsy time. Thanks for holding it down, Will.
Newsy time.
Will did my job for me.
I had to mute, and I muted the screen and my actual mic for a second because, again, right before the show started, we go live. I was like, everybody got real quiet. I need to check the animals. Something's going on. And it was like, I eased back over to my desk, and in the first 10 minutes of the show, they all decided to come into the office at once.
They were like, awesome. Dad's in here. They said, Dad's in here, so I got to be in here. But the first thing I wanted to talk to you about, because you're like my other horror movie buff on here, since I don't have Matt today. So David F. Sandberg is directing movie adaptation of the Until Dawn video game. And this is the first I've heard about it. This came from Bloody Disgusting by John Squires. Supermassive hit video game Until Dawn is celebrating its 10th anniversary next year. And so when I was reading this last night, I was just like, damn, that game has been out for 10 years. But, thanks, Taekwon, for saying it. Because I was just like, isn't the game alone kind of a movie? Just kind of like you get to choose, you kind of get to alter like how the outcomes could be. Like, kind of like the Quarry, like that's a very movie-esque like game, like pretty much I just guess they're gonna make it unanimated and just put real people in it. But so their 10th anniversary is next year, and the Hollywood Reporter reported that a movie adaptation is on its way. David F. Sandberg, who directed Lights Out and Annabelle Creation before helming 2 Shazam movies, will be seated in the director's chair for the Until Dawn movie. Blair Butler wrote the original draft of the screenplay, and the Hollywood Reporter notes that Gary Dauberman is now working on the script. Blair Butler has previously worked on Sony's The Invitation, and Dauberman has previously worked on It, I'm assuming, the newer remake, and Salem's Lot. Intriguing. But yeah, so I'm kind of like the rest of the article pretty much talks about like what the game is about, but like essentially I'd be telling you the movie now. But have you played Until Dawn?
No, but I do love a real story-based video game. I was a real big fan of the Evil Within series and a few of the games that like that. Telltale Games makes another series that's real story driven where you really don't play a game, you more so make decisional paths, like decisions along the path of the antagonist or protagonist of the game. So I love a good story-based game that's not essentially 100% gameplay, because if the story is good enough, then it'll make me want to watch it and continue to play.
Yeah, and I like puzzle games, and it's kind of like what I didn't get to. I have this game I think downloaded via the PlayStation Plus catalog, but I never got to play it. But after playing The Quarry and seeing that's like it's like formatted or fashioned the same way, just a different story. I was like, I really should go back and play Until Dawn. So I'm interested to seeing this, but I do agree. He's like, with Taekwon, where he says, we have all the games in the world in front of us. Let's make a movie out of the movie game. It kind of just goes back into like the whole, have they run out of ideas? Like we keep rebooting and remaking and now turning games into movies. Um, just feels like we get read the rest. Some chuckle fuck that's probably related to
I firmly believe Hollywood's running out of ideas. We're seeing
Yeah,
nothing but recreations and rebrandings and redos and revamps.
recycle.
Yeah, everything's remastered or redone at some point. So I
Disney's
think,
just recycling their whole catalog just with live action CGI.
and I joke all the time and say I'm old, and I understand that in the big scheme of things, I might be aging a little bit, but the stuff from my childhood right now doesn't necessarily need to be remastered 20 years later. You know what I mean? Like, we haven't reached that point of antiquity with some of this stuff, that we're starting over again. Wait, was that a joke? I'm not that old, Tommy. I'm not.
um, but yeah, so I agree. They definitely have run out of ideas. Just because, like, I don't mind like the continuations. Like, I liked how well Scream was able to like kind of come back as like a continuation of the original trilogy. Even though like number seven's kind of like up in shambles. Um, because I saw like, funny talking about that. I saw an article about that this morning, maybe, or maybe late last night, where it was like Scream Star doesn't give like much better hope to like for the franchise. And I was just like, oh my God, at this point, just shelve the movie. Just cancel it. Like or just put it up for a minute till you can gather your bearings, because it's just it just feels like a hot fucking mess.
It does, which is what I feel like is happening right now in my room with me.
What
Sorry,
is
I'm
happening?
back. No.
I was like, what is happening over there? But I don't want to say running out of ideas, just creatively bankrupt because they realize they can make more off the past than investing in new shit. I'm friends with a lot of fellow creators who are trying to put their shit out there. Not even told me stories about being Nickelodeon. Yeah, I get that. Like, I feel like because I feel like it just seems like nostalgia is just always in now. I just feel like everyone's just trying to, like, what can we cash in on, like, that's already kind of established a fan base that we can just kind of just build more off of and like possibly introduce more people to. But yeah.
They're doing it with The Office. They're bringing back a large percentage of the cast, sans Steve Carell, to start remaking episodes like post documentary Office. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, just because it's a cash cow. They know they can make money off of it.
True. And that's a series that has been tossed around a couple of times.
Well, there's the original British version, the American version. There's an Indian version, which a lot of people don't realize. Yeah, Bollywood made their version of The Office. I believe there's an Australian version, but I'm not 100% on it. Like dingo babies and shrimp on the Barbie and shit. Like, I'm sorry, I don't know. It's, I can't get canceled for making fun of other white people, right?
um, but yeah, so we'll see. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like the Office. I never watched the UK version, but like I feel like the US version was a okay. I guess like except for I guess the seasons past post Carell.
I have a love-hate relationship. Um, uh, Dwight would be a kangaroo. I loved The Office from beginning to end. The seventh, eighth, ninth season after Steve Carell, you have to get warmed up to it.
I
But
feel like Dwight is the dingo.
he is the dingo that eats the baby.
Like if anything, like Steve Carell's character, Michael, would be the kangaroo. Just kind of like in your face.
all the time.
All right, we can move on to our next topic. So, I saw that you and Travis talked yesterday about the Minecraft movie. And there was an update afterwards, I guess, because I know they had said mystery funny woman
Yeah.
would be joining the cast, but I think at the time you guys were doing it, they didn't know. Jennifer Coolidge is joining Jason Momoa, Jack Black in the Minecraft movie.
Stifler's mom, huh?
Stifler's mom. And
Wow.
this comes from IGN's Alex Stedman. Today in news that I did not have on my 2024 bingo card, but that I'm absolutely delighted to see, Emmy winner Jennifer Coolidge has joined the Minecraft movie. Deadline first reported on the news on Wednesday, which IGN has confirmed with Warner Brothers. It's currently unclear who she'll be playing, but I'm willing to bet whatever the role is will take full advantage of Coolidge's kooky charm. Coolidge joins Jason Momoa, who's been rumored to star, as well as Jack Black, reportedly playing Steve. Black has at least confirmed he's in the movie with a cheeky Instagram post earlier this month. Other members include Emma Myers, Daniel Brooks, and Sebastian Eugene Hansen. And like you mentioned, like Stifler's mom, Coolidge came to fame in the early 2000s with memorable roles in movies like the American Pie series, Legally Blonde, and Best in Show. She's had quite the career resurgence as of late, thanks in part to her role in The White Lotus. Hell yeah, I fucking love White Lotus. I need to finish season 2 because that shit is crazy.
I didn't see it, but it made out like, crazy at the Emmys. All kinds of nominations and a couple wins and shit. Like done real good. Momoa. Momoa.
Momoa. Momoa. Jason Momoa. Jason Momoa.
Momoa.
I have to slow down to say it, but whatever.
This one time at
But
band camp. Dude, I went to
no,
so many band camps, Tommy. I got stories on stories on stories, bro. Middle school, high school, and college, homie.
oh my gosh. This movie is either going to be the best thing ever or the worst thing ever. No in between. I understand that. I get that.
That's kind of what I said yesterday too. I said I likened it to the Zelda series because I was like, there's so much they can do with it. It's either going to be really good or it's not going to live up to the hype at all. And I feel like
Yeah.
Minecraft kind of falls into that same category where it's either going to be amazing or terrible. But they look like they're doing good, putting their aces in their places. Like they got talent. There's no question about that.
Yeah, I feel like because this is supposed to be like a kid's like funny movie, right? I would imagine so. I mean, Minecraft to me is like into the wilderness, so like I don't really know a lot about Minecraft. But stop it. So like I guess like I have no doubt that Jack Black will be funny. I have no doubt that Jennifer Coolidge will be funny. I guess like I haven't seen like I've only seen Jason Momoa be funny as of recently, like on Saturday Night Live. So like I guess I'd be more curious to see him playing a sillier role now. I feel like I always see him in some kind of drama or action thing.
You know what this says to
Yeah.
me? They got
Mhm.
Jason Momoa. They couldn't afford Dwayne Johnson.
Yep. Because every time I keep thinking about it, I was just like, that's not The Rock in this movie. It's not The Rock in this movie.
Uh-huh.
Not The Rock in this movie.
Ty, dude.
I'm not even gonna read that out loud. But Napoleon Dynamite and Nacho Libre's Jared Hess is directing Minecraft, which began filming last month in December. And it's set to release on April 4th, 2025.
I
So I
love
guess as we
Napoleon Dynamite.
vote for Pedro. I had that shirt for like the longest.
I just got my nephew a vote for Pedro shirt for Christmas. Like,
Oh,
yeah. He
he's
had
probably
no
just
idea
like,
what it was.
he's like, I don't get it. What is this?
Yep.
I had one other thing I wanted to show you or talk about before we went on an ad break. And this is about a game coming, and it's more horror stuff. So that's why I've been waiting for you. And this comes again from Bloody Disgusting, but by Mike Wilson. Body cam horror combines with The Thing in Zoocosis. And I have like a still, but I also, or a screen grab, but not only that, I have a trailer. So we'll get a trailer before the ads. But let me just talk about the game real quick. So indie developer Clapperheads are combining body cam horror with body horror itself in Zoocosis, coming to Steam in Q2 2024. Zoocosis sees you take on the role of a zookeeper about to start their night shift. Why change my page? About to start their night shift, where things quickly take a nightmarish turn for the animals under your watch. It seems that a number of animals are infected with a parasite, causing those infected animals to mutate into something that looks straight out of John Carpenter's The Thing. Luckily for you, the animals aren't going around looking to absorb anything or anyone else. The bad news, these mutated animals are bloodthirsty, ready to do anything to kill you to escape. And thanks to your body cam, you'll have an up close and personal view of these mutations. It's up to you to identify the infected animals and make vaccines to cure them before the parasite spreads out of control and to the wider zoo. Along the way, you'll be uncovering mysteries of the zoo. Save the animals to save yourself, as your choices will ultimately determine your ending. Along with dealing with the infected, you'll also have to keep up with your duties as a zookeeper for the uninfected animals. That means taking care of them, choosing and preparing their meals, as well as restock and clean up after them in their respective enclosures. Zoocosis is now available to wishlist now via the Steam page.
It looks super cool, but you know what I'm gonna say? It's on Steam. That means I ain't gonna be able to play it, no matter how cool it is. I mean, I'll hype it up and love it and put it over, but you know, living that Mac
Yeah,
life.
I don't know how I'm gonna. All right, how I would be able to play this, but like I'm kind of interested, but I'm also kind of interested in getting a Steam Deck possibly, but I don't know yet. I just have to see if there's more games on it that I'd want that
I
would
have a
be
bunch
on
of
it.
games on my Steam catalog from when I had a PC that would transfer to Steam Deck, but I don't want to upset the fruit stand gods when I say this live and on air. My next computer is going to be a PC. Like, I hate to say it, I'm probably going to go back. Black semen covering Samoans. That's exactly what BSCS stands for. It's not botch spots and chair shots. Black semen covering Samoans.
Well, here's the announcement trailer. He lost me at Black Semen covering Samoans. Oh, gross.
What the fuck? Whoa!
Oh no.
Now you're a night zookeeper. The job is not difficult. You have nothing to worry about.
I'm sorry, what?
That looks like a lot to worry about.
Yeah, actually,
there's Michael Scott.
I no longer want to play Excuse me?
Why is his mouth on his belly?
He also had a mouth on his mouth.
He had a mouth on his mouth and a mouth on his belly. What the F was that?
Nothing that I want to be a part of.
Wow. The pouch mutated.
Jesus Christ.
Wow, Tommy. Jesus, dude.
Not holding back today.
Ty shows up and he brings out the worst in Tommy.
I see that. Damn. Before we move along, we're gonna do a quick ad break. So we'll see y'all in like 90 seconds.
Happening, y'all. I know we're having a lot of fun right now, but I actually want to talk to you about something very important: your health. You see, life is full of twists and turns, and that's why having the right health insurance matters. I want to make sure you have the coverage you need without breaking the bank, and that starts with speaking to me for absolutely no charge. Having health insurance isn't just about doctor visits, though. It's about living a healthier, happier life. Physical health and mental well-being go hand in hand, and that's why the plans I represent cover not just the physical, but the mental aspects of your health as well. And here's the deal. I'm very good at what I do. So not only can I find you the perfect plan, but I might even be able to get you one for free. That's right, free advice and a free plan. Your health is too important to compromise. So let's chat, find the right plan, and ensure your well-being. Just visit health.creatiaworld.com today to schedule a free consultation. The link is right here in the description. That's health.creatiaworld.com. Your health, your future.
Told you, like 90 seconds. In the second half of today, it's the usual, some trailers. I have the Dead by Daylight with Alan Wake spotlight trailer. So that's what I am looking forward to sharing with you today. Jesus Christ. I'm pretty sure you still can. I'm pretty certain the link and the promo code I think still work. So try it. Let us know, because I've heard it's reusable, so it might be. Oh. Which one? Which one for research purposes? You're muted.
Oh, that was such a good one-liner too.
I'm sorry.
I've said like 3 things too since we came back.
Damn. All right. Well, here's the trailer for Dead by Daylight. Is for silence. For science.
A figure stalks the fog, clutching her hatchet like a favorite toy. The sound of a haunting lullaby fills the air. An axe soars by my head. And suddenly, I'm running for my life.
I feel like if you're gonna throw an axe at Alan Wake, you better not miss.
Words reverberate
Right?
across the realm,
Don't miss.
unfolding a story.
It just feels
filled
like
with
you're asking
captivating
for further
twists
trouble.
and deadly.
Agreed.
He faces immeasurable darkness, odds firmly stacked against him, and still he perseveres.
So in Dead by Daylight, can you play selectable characters? Can you pick the past previous specials? Do you know, like Chucky was in it for a little while as a DLC. Can you pick Chucky and then hunt down to kill John Wick?
With every successful blind,
I
crucial distance
guess that?
gain.
I don't see why
Not a
not.
moment
Because I
too
think you can
soon.
still purchase those DLCs.
As a writer conjures plot lines from thin air, so too
And
can he
I
conjure
guess I think
up
from what I've
new
understood
totem,
about Dead by Daylight,
one
you
that
could play
provides
either
insight
as
into
the
the
killer
environment,
or the
revealing the
survivor,
location
I
of
would imagine.
generators
Because that's how
and
like Friday the
chests.
13th was.
I remember
And
I
while
played
this
like the
mood
vanilla
remains
version of the
lit,
game.
Bless or cleanse all other totems with
I
greater
remember
speed.
like the basic idea of it. So as they keep adding all of these like intellectual properties to the
injured,
game, like how
all
wild is
is
this going to
far
be?
from lost.
You'll be able to
When
hunt,
repairing a
you know,
generator or
John Wick with
healing a
Jason
fellow
Voorhees now,
survivor,
or
skill checks
Chucky,
will
or
appear
you
with
know,
increased
the people from the
frequency,
Purge, like all
quickening
the
the
people they've
pace
added to this
during
game
those
already. That's cool as shit.
climactic moments.
Yeah, like they've had like
I still don't
had
fully
quite some
understand why
expansions.
this is
Like that's how
happening.
it got my attention, I think, to begin with.
But having
Why does
been
somebody
in
look
one
like
dark
Jake
place to
Gyllenhaal
another,
though? He didn't look
my
like
mind is
Like,
Keanu.
beginning to
He looked like
adjust.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
like Jake and
Dead
Keanu
by
had a
daylight.
baby together.
Exactly.
All right, so like, his DLC will come out on the 30th. So stay tuned. But so it's just like it's essentially it's a survival game, right? Like you just have to
Yeah,
make it
it's like
through
a
the end.
yeah, it's just like a battle royale kind of thing where you're either a killer or a survivor. And a survivor, your point is to use your abilities to stay alive and not get caught. And as the bad guys, it's to kill the survivors. Like use your abilities to hunt them down.
Okay,
Jake
that
Reeves,
sounds
I like.
about
Yeah, Jake Reeves or Keanu Gyllenhaal.
the
Keanu
spelling is
Gyllenhaal sounds
crazy.
like a professional wrestler.
It does. And coming to the stage, Keanu Gyllenhaal.
You sound like a ghost in a haunted house. Keanu Gyllenhaal.
You must pay for your sins. Okay, so I have another trailer, but it comes with an article first. Guy Ritchie's The Gentleman trailer has been released by Netflix. Um, and this comes from Comic Book TV's Kofi Outlaw. So we have the trailer for Guy Ritchie and Netflix's The Gentleman TV series, which is a spinoff from the 2019 film. I'm trying to think if I had seen that, and I don't really recall. But okay, here's the quote. Crime meets caviar. Meet our new class of criminals in The Gentleman, a new drama series from Guy Ritchie, inspired by the original film. The Gentleman arrives this March only on Netflix. And this is from what the trailer says. In the longer synopsis for The Gentleman, we meet Eddie Horniman as he inherits his father's sizable estate, only to discover it's part of a weed empire. I am now very intrigued. Moreover, a host of unsavory elements of Britain's criminal underworld want a piece of the operation. Yes, but instead of a Y, there's an I. Jesus, where was I? Determined to extricate his family from their clutches, Eddie tries to play the gangsters at their own game. However, as he gets sucked into the world of criminality, he begins to find a taste for it. All right.
That sounds intense.
Just a bit. All right, but I have Twila here. It's a quick one.
Do you know what I
Oh no.
admire about the British aristocracy? They're the original gangsters. Your house is a testament to the synthesis of this culture. Refinement with aggression.
Isn't that the dude from like
Should we
Divergent?
play or should we talk?
The dude in the glasses that was talking is Gus Fring
Darren
from
Ro-
Breaking Bad.
Yeah. No, I meant like this dude.
Welcome to the jungle.
The Gentleman.
Yeah, Dad.
Coming soon. I want to know, is that the dude from Who is in this? Theo. Yeah, the Netflix is the. But it's funny because like he always plays that nigga you don't fuck with. So it's or you shouldn't fuck with.
There's no in between with him. He's either the dude you're really glad is on your side or the dude that you're really mad that you upset.
Yes. So Netflix is The Gentleman stars Theo James from Underworld 5, Divergent trilogy, and the Divergent trilogy. There's some other people whose names I don't recognize, but we said Giancarlo Esposito's in it from like Better Call Saul and other roles. But cool. I'm
They
looking
would
forward to
list Better
watching
Call
that.
Saul, but not Breaking Bad. Has Better Call Saul been around longer than Breaking Bad was now?
Yeah, I mean, like then that show ended after Breaking Bad. I think had already wrapped up, but
Yeah, the second season I think was the first season post Breaking Bad.
but the weird part is that now that you mentioned, like I would think that Breaking Bad would be the more recognizable role or title within
I
the
would say
repertoire.
Breaking Bad, but also I'm a fan.
So you're biased.
Yeah.
Real niggas will stay in school days or do the right thing. And yes, he does. I can see what you mean by he looks how Theo James looks like dude from Lucifer. However, those are two different people. But I could see it with the facial structure and the smoldering look.
They always look kind of not angry but disappointed.
Yeah, just kind of like, I'm displeased by this, or this is beneath me. Guess what? It's Thursday. And guess what's coming back on Saturday?
Saturday Night Live.
Hell yeah. So I have an update for you. Give me 1 second. Have you ever watched Euphoria?
Vicariously, it's been on in the same room with me, and I've seen chunks of it. Yeah.
So the boy from one of the dudes from that, obviously not Angus Cloud, but Jacob Elordi. I don't know what episode you've seen, but he's a dude who got his like face beaten on like New Year's Eve, I think the beginning of the last season that they had.
I think maybe I know what you're talking about. Maybe.
But he's been in other things too. I don't know what else he's been in. I don't think I've seen anything. Oh, he was in that Netflix movie, I think it was The Kissing Booth, and there was 3 of those. Why were there 3 of those? Oh,
Netflix has more money than God at this point. They can do whatever they want. They can make 12 of the same movies and just put it on Netflix and just, because for every 12 of those, they'll have, what was it? The Black Swan, Black Mirror, like a really big hit that'll like blow up.
True. I like Black Mirror though, because like it just kind of continues to scare me more about how the future of our society is going. This dude. But he looks like your everyday average white boy, so
That's exactly what I look like if I shave my beard. Verbatim, if I shaved my beard, that would look like me.
But so he is who's hosting this week. Yes, this Saturday with musical guest Renee Rapp, who is she the one who plays Regina George? Am I wrong?
I have no idea about that.
Well, she sings for the sound. She sang like most of the soundtrack for the Mean Girls soundtrack for the movie musical. Sure. But yeah, so she is playing. It's also the girl who plays Regina George. So she's the musical guest. But here's his ad.
Okay.
Hey man, you good?
They all make it look so easy.
You looking at the stairs?
I really like that cardigan.
Let's go.
Come on.
It's just a
One that
step. Okay.
homeboys wearing.
That's something.
Yeah,
And then
that
after
one.
Oh, that is cute.
Jacob, we're gonna go down these steps.
Yes, Jacob. Whoa.
There you go.
Oh. No.
Come on. You almost there. That's an approach.
I got this.
You got it, buddy.
Let's go, Jay.
This is all you, baby.
Let's go, Jay.
Oh shit.
Okay, just go. Nobody's supposed to know we're here. Just go. Should we?
That would be hysterical. If there was an actual what's a face rug there that would trip him up.
If he'd a slip and fall accident on a live TV program. It's like, oh, well, sorry, our host is gone. Now we just have to supplement those roles with other people.
Yeah, pretty much. I have one more trailer. Oh, Renee, who is Renee Rapp? Can I pull up a reference for you?
I
only
don't know who
know
that is
her.
right offhand.
I only know her from the Mean Girls show because she, I think, was playing her. She was playing Regina George on the Broadway version. And now she's Regina George in the movie as well. This is not going to help because this wouldn't tell me shit from shit either. But this is her. And then
She looks like Bizarro Margot Robbie.
just like kind of like her face is like reversed, like backwards.
Yeah, it's like the Uncanny Valley, but for Margot Robbie, like that kind of looks like her if AI was like, hey, AI, make Margot Robbie be in Mean Girls. Boom, that's it.
That would be awesome. I have one more trailer though for you before we get out of here for the day. It's an A24 film, and this trailer was released a few hours ago. It's called Problemista. It's written and directed by Julio Torres, and it also has Tilda Swinton, RZA, and Isabella Rossellini, and it will be in theaters on the 1st of March. Oh, the dude Julio, the director, is also starring in it.
Did you say the RZA?
Not the RZA, I said RZA.
RZA? Like RZA,
Yeah.
like RZA Jizza, Old Dirty Bastard, Inspector Deck, Ghostface Killer, Raekwon the Chef, Method Man.
RZA, all caps.
RZA. Fuck yeah, RZA. Like the dude who founded the Wu-Tang Clan, RZA? Mara, how do you not know who that is and you're from New York?
I know who that is.
Oh.
I thought you asked if I said the RZA, and I was like, no,
Oh.
RZA.
Yeah, okay, no, I thought you were. I was like, wait a second, there's no way you don't know who that is being from New York.
Oh no, I know who he is.
I was like, how young are you?
I was confused with the questioning. I thought you meant like, did I say the RZA? And I was like, no. And I thought you
The
were
way
just
you
clarifying.
responded, you were like questioning, like if you pronounced it right, and I was like, wait, what?
I thought you were challenging how I said it. That's why I was like, what do you mean?
No,
Don't
I
tell
was.
me you say RZA.
No, Jesus, no. But no, I was like, holy shit. Well, anyways, I love the Wu-Tang Clan.
Not Will having more medical ailments on my part. Okay, here we go.
Hi, Tilda. It's Julio. Can you say that again?
This is called
Can you
Tilda
say that
Swinton,
again?
bird.
Yeah, I was just calling with news about Problemista. Can you? You know what? Just call me an hour phone. Yeah, just call me an hour phone. Bye.
Julio, over here. Julio.
Why did he have to do the finger walk?
Hi, can you hear me now?
Yes.
That was a little creepy.
Great. So
Just a
Problemista is
lot.
finally opening in theaters March 1st.
Oh, how great.
Yeah.
How exciting.
I know.
I'll see you then.
Okay, bye.
Make it make sense.
What?
They said, we are gonna get your intrigue by not telling you shit about this movie. So
They did?
they said you're just gonna see it just because homeboy's talking into a seashell like it's an iPhone. And
Why did she sound like a bird when she was talking on the iPhone, but sounded like a person when she was on the seashell?
I couldn't explain it to you. I'm sorry.
What the fuck was going on with his chair? Why didn't we see any actors for the movie? Instead, the whole trailer was the director.
I thought it was good. Right. I think he's the main character in the movie as well.
Okay.
But his name is listed on the first billing. I wonder if that mofo can hear the ocean. That's the iPhone was for. But that's going to be all I have for today. I think we can keep it under an hour. Excuse me. Thank y'all for watching us live today and joining the conversation. You know, you can find us every week, Monday through Friday. Why am I fucking up on this house so hard right now? You know, you can connect with us on all the socials at Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. It's Creatia World, ITSCREATIA World. You know, you can also go to creatiaworld.com. That'll have like pretty much it's like the hub of all of the links for everything, including the Patreon, the Pornhub, the YouTube, the Twitch. You can also watch us live at facebook.com/CreatiaWorld, where you can also get updates there as well. If you are a fan of Game of Thrones or House of the Dragon, you're looking forward to the new season coming up later this year. You're just a fan of the books, you're a fan of dragons, anything kind of loosely related to that. You can join our group at facebook.com/group/demdragons. It's a safe space to talk all that stuff. If you are a wrestling fan, aside from watching Will's show, you can also tune in every Saturday night at midnight, 11 p.m. Central, to join Matt, Vince, and Katie to talk all things wrestling with Smacking It Raw. They also have a Facebook group for that as well, and that's facebook.com/group/Smacking It Raw. It's probably the safest place on the internet to talk wrestling. Plug yourself, Will.
First and foremost, as always, thank you, Mara, for allowing me to be the honorary use of Creatia World and Thrilling Thursdays. Always a pleasure. If you're interested in my shenanigans elsewhere, you check my link tree at The Will Gray. You'll find everything I do podcasting-wise for Botchbots and Share Shots, Off the Top Media, and Creatia World, and my writing profile for Last Word on Sports. And
you can always find me on also the social webs like Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at Mara the Shark, MARADASHARK. I will catch y'all tomorrow with my head honcho, Travis. I was trying to think of a clever thing to say, but I didn't.
My man's got 36 nicknames. And
the
head honcho
was what I came up with. Yeah, tomorrow will be me and Travis. So we'll catch y'all then.